album. Welcome, Paris.
Hey, thank you, Lenny. Hey.
Last minute, I'm last minute Harry was like, yo, it's like, yo, come on the show this morning. She's like, hell yeah. Hell to the yeah. How you doing?
Big time. I'm good. You know, rushing between this music, doing what we do, vibing off of your new tune, Let It Go, yesterday. That was lovely.
Oh, you love it?
Love it. Yeah, deep in that. Ready when you are. Drop that in the mix big time. So, yeah.
It's disco heaven.
You know how it is.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to stand a little bit behind you. This way people can see me. That's disco heaven, you know?
Right.
Just total disco stuff. And I, to be honest with you, I never thought I would ever be doing that again. Like that.
Wow. Okay.
Like that. You know, if you asked me around 07, 08, 09, 2010, I would have been like, are you crazy? That ain't going to happen. And now to see a movement in England loving disco, it's incredible.
We love it. Yeah.
It's incredible. Yeah. Incredible. So tell us, what have you been up to? Since I last seen you at Vocal Booth Weekender.
That's right,
we were hanging tight. And
we sure were.
And you were telling me that you did mention to me, you said, I'm in the process of producing an album. And of course, knowing me, I have one drink in my hand and 1,000 people talking to me, and I'm going, yeah, and I'm remembering it, but I don't remember the details. So I'm going to ask you to tell the people, how the hell did this album happen? What made this album happen? You know
okay, so I've been a musician since I was a little girl, kind of the first thing I did the moment I could do anything, and over the years produced for different artists. And, you know, as a producer, I don't know if you feel this way, you kind of got to tick off a list, you know, okay, you produce someone else's album, remix here, do your own stuff and all them kind of things, and now you start to feel like, okay, I think my sound is ready for me to do my album. And I was always dreamed to, when I got around to doing my album, that it would be the best I can make it. And with Groove Odyssey, working with them the past couple of years, because before Groove Odyssey, all my love and appreciation was heavily coming from the States and South Africa, and so I really needed to kick up my sound in my hometown. And so through Groove Odyssey, they just...
But when you say the music that South Africa and America, what are we exactly saying? What kind?
So I used to do
genre?
Very jazzy house.
Okay.
Yeah, like very instrumental based. So I used to have a live production format called Jack to Jazz, which is also the name of my personal record label, and we used to do remixes. As you see, saxophones behind me, so sax, keys, live bass, live synthesizers, everything. And that's what we used to do.
Okay, so can we do this right now? I'm going to stop you. Can we play the first tune off this album with Will Downing? Would you like to?
Of course we can.
Would you like to introduce what that record is called?
The song on my debut album /short is called Sweetest Pain with the one and only Will Downing.
Will Downing.
Mm-hmm.
The legendary R&B vocalist. You got to get through a lot of records, but let me tell you something. This is a hot... He sounds incredible.
Doesn't he? He sounds just like Will as we know Will.
Right, I was going to say that. He sounds like the original Will Downing back in the day.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
He went in on this one.
So how did you get in touch? What was the formula with Will Downing? How did that come about, getting him on this project?
Okay, so basically I've had such amazing opportunity. This is mine and Will's third record all in 1 year last year. So he actually enlisted me as one of his new producers. So I do a lot of his now dance stuff. So on his recent album, he's just done Soul Survivor, which is, I think, is like his 26th studio album. And so he came to me and said, Paris, I want that lovely shuffle that you put in your productions. There it is. Make it happen. So we did that, and then I did a remix of his version of Nights Over Egypt.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that is out there. So I'll send that to you if you haven't got it already.
Let me put you back in the full screen because people are missing you. Right, I'm sorry.
No problem.
We're working on a ghetto budget.
Oh, that's cool.
This is Ghetto MC. So, everyone, that's Will Downing. Now, I'm going to ask you about Josh Milan, because he's a personal friend of mine, and everybody knows Josh Milan, remembers him from the group called Blaze.
Yeah.
He's been working with Louis Vega on many, many productions. He's also has his successful Honeycomb Records.
Mm-hmm.
And his voice is magical. But I want you to give us what that was like for you to collaborate with him on one of these on this song for the album.
So basically, there's a very deep story to having Josh involved with the album, because me and my engineer Louis L. Rivera, he's an amazing producer, and I said to him, you know what, let's come together and do one song on my album, considering we'd already been working together for about 5 years. So I said, let's do this one song where we're just going to do the most musical kind of, with his amazing Latin bump, my neo soul middle. Let's make it happen.
Right. Okay.
At that point, we didn't plan what our song was meant to go. We had a couple of singers in mind. Every song was made for the singer that you hear on it. Now, for me, the past kind of 5 years, my career has been heavily in the neo soul, smooth jazz, contemporary jazz side of the industry. So hence you've got the Will Downing, the Juniors, the Omars. That's where my thing was. Now for me, Josh was the house authority that put the seal on the bow.
Right.
Because what does, a whole bunch of amazing soul singers do in house music? I said, now, if I can get Josh, that will be just the je ne sais quoi of the ticket.
Gotcha.
So the track I'm on one was originally for Josh Milan. And he phoned me, he said, yeah, Paris is really cool. I like it. And he said, can I hear some of the other songs? I just want to hear what everyone else has got going on. So he heard what is now Sacred. He goes, I love that one. I want that one.
Really? All right,
and I said, Josh, but that's, when I tell you, that actually already had a vocal for it.
Oh my God!
So
I don't even want to ask who did that vocal, but let's leave that where that is.
I said, Josh, this track is not yours, but hey, Josh asked for something. What do? You give it. So I called up Louis. I said, Louis, we got some work to do on this other track, because this track's now going to Josh Milan. So literally, that's it. So sent it to him, and Sacred was born, pretty much.
And here's Sacred. Woo! Yeah! Sacred was born. Everybody, this is Josh Milan on the vocal. We have Miss Paris Suzette, live from London, introducing her album to all of you. And it's a hot album. Share the love with that. Doesn't that sound like the bomb? Josh Milan's his magical, velvet, sultry voice.
Oh, yes.
Slamming. I'm gonna lower that because there's so many records on the album. Otherwise, we could sit here and make the whole show on the album. But sorry, Josh, we gotta lower it down. So let's take it. I see some New York people like Ian Friday. I also see Junior, who did.
Yes.
Oh, please share the story of Junior. Junior Gascon, right, Sir Junior?
Yeah, Mr. Mama used to say, the Junior. I had the lucky opportunity, the blessing for producing for his group, the British Collective. And that is him, Omar, Lee John from Imagination, and one more, Donny.
Right.
And so together, there's a couple of others that come in and out, so I apologise if I've forgotten their names.
It happens.
They enlisted me to do some remixes for their debut album. So I actually remixed their single.
All right.
And from that also, being on radio myself, I interviewed Junior, and we had a lovely rapport because he also has a Jamaican background. So we'd kind of always switch between the Jamaican lingo, the British lingo, and we'd just be laughing all the time. And so we always said, we need to do another song beyond the British Collective. And
Just Call came about, right?
Yes. Now, it was really funny how I came to Just Call, because my mother used to own a record shop. So I was raised with really strong rare groove funk background.
Oh, wow.
And my mother said, I really, really one day love you to do this Sherik tune. I said, oh gosh, Mama, why do you choose the most hardest instrumentations for me to do? But she told me to, and what better to make Junior in his most amazing signature tone do such a classic song like that.
And you did, and here we are with Just
There we
Call.
go. That bass line, right?
Oh man,
In one take,
are you serious?
for real.
Junior's
We were in the studio
bad
maybe
mofo.
an
He's
hour and a
bad.
half.
He's bad. He still
Serious.
sounds like Junior from Junior.
Right?
Oh, it's fabulous. Oh my god. So how did it feel like here you are, a kid of the younger generation, producing records with people that are legendary from the 80s and stuff? Was that like for you? You know?
But to be honest, this is why I called the album Celestial, because I've been so, my dad kind of raised me to never see like a brick wall, never see a limitation on anything. So he says to me, baby girl, if you want to do something, go ahead and do it. So I've always had this thing where I love this sound. I'm obsessed with Bobby Caldwell, and I'm obsessed with that whole region of time. I think I was probably born in the wrong time, but when I hear a certain sound, I say, you know what, the best thing to do is being obsessed with jazz and, being under 30, you think, well, you know what, the best thing I could do is go to the real artist itself. And then as a producer, people can only hear what producers make. So for me now, I'm actually working with some younger artists, some fresh artists in the R&B and neo soul scene, but I'm bringing that house edge to it. But working with the legends, it's just...
But
and I just,
you know what's cool about your album? It's got that London town sound.
the boom clap.
Yeah, that London town. And for those who don't know what London town sound is, that's what this is. That boom clap sound.
That's it. That's what they always say, the boom clap. That's what even Ian Friday refers to my song.
The boom clap. Boom clap. Yep.
Yeah.
But it's very tastefully done. It's very classic sounding. It's right there. I mean, it's up there. It's definitely an album I would like to hear in my car or hanging out, relaxing. It's got that awesome, like, let's throw on some cool tracks and have some drinks. And not only that,
Yes.
you could play them in your club too.
That's it. That's what I hope too, that you could literally just pick up from the CD or the vinyl, whichever one you're playing. You could just drop it in the club. You can drop it for dinner. It's universal music.
Here's one now. Here's another one. I pulled up Dawn Tallman's record, the So Right. She's lately been like killing it with her voice, like rocking records. I've been getting some really great stuff with her. And now I'm hearing a bit of a more of assertive sound coming from you on this. Just like what she is called for, that diva-ish feel. What was this made for her directly, or she picked this record out of your bunch?
This was originally made, and then I've adjusted it for her because she's got such a beautiful dynamic to her voice that halfway through the song I take out pretty much a lot of the drums because I want just them harmonics and that kind of bump just to ride with what she's doing. So you can really feel the energy among her kind of embracing tone that she just sings with.
Okay,
So
let's hear her. Let's hear her rock your record. It sounds like it's right too. So right.
so right.
Here we go. So anthemic there. The London Town Sound brought to you by Paris Suzette. Check this out. Hot. Woo! You want to raise your hands in the air. You notice that when she sings, it's like you feel like you need to put your hands high to reach that ceiling. Am I right on that?
Yes. Without a doubt. And you know what, as I said, that's why halfway through that each verse I drop out the snare, because you can just feel she carries the whole song, some good harmonics. And I've actually made that there will be an R&B version of especially that track more than any other.
Oh, really? You're going to do an R&B version? Whoa, you better work. But I'm going to,
because that's that acoustic guitar there.
yeah, I can hear it. But I'm going to tell you one record that when I listened to the album that really grabbed me was this Mickey Black record.
Okay.
That really grabbed me. as a
Right.
DJ. It's funky.
Mm-hmm.
It's street. It's fresh sounding. Who's Mickey Black?
Who is Mickey Black?
I don't know who Mickey Black is.
Mickey Black is an amazing musician vocalist from Birmingham.
He's slamming. Whoever this guy, I want to get him.
Yeah, like some people have referred to me as like one guy said, "Have you got he's got that Princey kind of edge to him," and he is the funkiest dude.
I love
he
it.
walks around singing. He's part of a collective called Audio Dope, two British guys from Birmingham, which is another part of England. And he says, you know, I said to him, "Do you know, I love you on the record," and he came up with it just like that. And this song he actually wrote for a dedication for Vocal Booth Weekender, because he said every time it's actually a party that in fact, when you were there, we played it all together. And he was there. And he said, when you're there, you're on one. And that's the vibe he wanted to pick out on this tune.
Okay.
And this song was heavily influenced by Bob Marley, Could This Be Love?
Gotcha.
And so I've kind of taken them chords and embraced it all together. Being of Jamaican descent too, I've kind of got my ethnic background running through each song.
All right, so let's check it out. Here we go. Her ethnic background is all over this.
Hold on, wait a second. Okay, here he is.
That's Basil's voice in there. Yes. Yes. Is that Brother Basil on the line or what? Yes.
Can he hear me?
We can hear you, Basil. Basil's all the way from LA. He's in.
Hey, Lenny.
Yes.
I don't think he can hear me.
He can hear you.
I can
wait
hear
a
him.
second.
Tell
No,
him
you
I
can't
can-
hear him. Hold on. Go.
Can he hear me now? Basil,
Yeah.
what's up, brother? How you doing?
What's up, brother?
You're right now live on Facebook Live on my wrap-up show. We're talking about your record with Miss Paris.
Oh my God, Lenny, my brother. I haven't spoken to you in so many years, man.
I know, but you know what? We have been speaking through Facebook, thankfully, and we've all been pulling for you. We know you've been through a lot with the car accident, and we all have our pom-poms out and wishing you all the best. All the best on the
Hey,
recovery.
man. You know, Lenny, let me tell you, brother. First of all, man, you know I love you, bro. I mean, we go way back. You know, I mean, we don't have enough time to even talk about that, but
No,
brother, you know, you have always been a motivating force to me, because you were really one of the first people who I knew, especially in regards to the industry, people who I knew who just had a genuine personality.
wow.
Because I like you way back in the days before any of us really started even doing this stuff, man.
I
And
know.
and I appreciate you reaching out to me the other day. I love you, brother, and I'm glad for all the success you're having, man. And isn't Paris wonderful, man?
Oh yeah, she's a man who's just tuning in now. That's Basil, and I was telling the people before. I said, I know Brother Basil as Basil Security, Paradise Garage, Basil and Mansky, Kilimanjaro, Basil Hard House, Horn. You know, I was just telling everybody, and it's wonderful that you actually called in. We're blown away by that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's funny too, you know, because when I called her, she was like, "Oh my God, I'm on the phone with Lenny, and we're playing brothers."
Well, Basil, can you quickly tell everybody how that record came about with Paris?
I just told them how it took us 3 times, but it's funny. I said you could tell it better.
Well, you know, the funny thing about the record with Paris is when I initially did the record, you know, of course, you know, being inspired by, you know, a lot of the people like yourself, Lenny, you know, and what a lot of people sometimes don't really know about or can sometimes connect to these days is back in the days, man, no matter what nationality you were in the industry, we all rolled out together, man. People like me, you, Mateus Hebron,
Camacho.
and, you know, the Todd Terrys and the Louis and,
Yep.
and everybody from back in those days. It was like a rat pack in regards to just the varieties of different nationalities of the guys who were really, really authentically cool with each other. So
Right, and there was no color. It was just about the music.
color line.
There was no color.
Put it like this: there was no genres. You know, we did everything together. We went to the movies, we hung out, and we hung out in clubs together. So when I started, with brothers especially, I did this a couple of years ago, and it was inspired by, those times and a lot of what's going on today in society in regards to, just trying to talk about some of the things socially that people don't talk about in records, but to connect to the human side of it. But when it came down to creating the record, I felt that a man wouldn't be able to deliver the impact of the message in regards to it being one that's going to be empathetic to everyone. I felt that a woman would be able to capture the true essence of what I really wanted to get out there. And without hesitation, I literally, I hate to say it like this, I recruited Paris to do this record.
Paris, you were meant to do the record in a sense, not the opposite.
I told her. I was like, look, I hate to say it like this, but I specifically had this record done, and I wanted her to do it. And then when I got to know her, I was like, oh my God, how perfect is this?
Right.
So and everything in regards to the journey, seeing everything, the process of what she was going through with Celestial, the amazing artists that have stepped up for her. And I'm telling you, Sacred and some of the songs that you've heard already in regards to the people that are listening, wait till you hear all the rest of the songs. Because me and Paris have been fighting for a couple of weeks because I want to play this Omar record outside of my house on the speaker.
Excuse me, what did I say to you before, Paris?
You did.
Hey man, that Omar record, every time I hear that record,
Let me go to that right now.
if I see that guy, I'm going to be like a groupie.
Yeah, let's go right to it. Here we go, Omar. Here we go, what? Basil, I'm a new fan too, bro. That boy Omar's the shit, dude.
Unbelievable.
But I mean, sultry. Wow.
And the funny thing about it, Paris would tell me for weeks, months almost, about the process in regards to how meticulous it was. And me just hearing her talk about it, I'd be like, yeah, okay. And
Right.
then when I heard the record, oh my God, she literally had to threaten me not to play it. Basil, you better not play that record. Oh my God.
Paris, say it in your voice, honey. Say it.
I said, Basil, if you play this record one time out your window, out your car, I swear.
She said, you blood clot.
You blood clot. For
And I
those,
said, no podcasting.
well, I
no.
want to say one thing about Basil. There's one record, Basil, I've always remember that you killed. Okay, as when you were playing in New York in those days. The Living on the Frontline record was one of your signature records in your set, so I'm not surprised that you would tend to go to that Caribbean feel, because I remember how much you loved playing that record. You rocked that record every time. I remember I used to hear you play it.
And the incredible thing about especially a lot of the reggae stuff, and especially dub, and I thought that was really important. I asked Paris to reach for her Caribbean roots because I was always, and still to this day, a huge fan of Burning Spear and Eddie Grant, and still listen to a lot of roots and culture. And on another note, when you're looking at the hook in regards to what Paris incorporated with the Wicked Babylon, I'm pretty sure Paris, broke down in detail what Babylon means and the significance of it. And anybody with Caribbean roots, they know. But with this record, hopefully it it really brings clarity and understanding to what's going on with, you know, our brothers everywhere, no matter what color we are.
That's right. But I'm gonna have to cut both of you short because I gotta keep it moving. But I want to say this to you both. I'm very proud to call you both friends, and I'm very proud to be able to share this love of, you know, great music to everyone around the world. And amongst making records and DJing, more so for me, it was always the excitement of sharing the music. And you know what I mean by that, Basil. We always did that. We always shared music amongst all of us, and we always turned each other on to new sounds. And this album is nothing but that. It is a, you know, it's got a microcosm of different types of formulas going on with different genres, as I'm hearing it. So I understand why it's called Celestial, My Journey Among Stars. It's a beautiful album, and I want to thank you for both of you actually out of nowhere coming on the show today. This is amazing. And I'm shocked to have Mr. Basil himself, all the way from LA, on the line. But I'm gonna play one more record, Sparkle, and I'm gonna have to let you both go. But thank you so much. I love you both, as always. Get your hands on this album, everybody, and share this album with the Facebook Live. Share this. Thank you, Paris. We love you. We'll see you soon, okay? She did a great, amazing job on this album, and we wish her all the best and success. And as well, she is doing vinyl. That's another subject. But going back to vinyl, I mean, it's nuts. First it was get rid of vinyl, and now it's let's get pressing plants and turn vinyl back on again. Get rid of your turntables, because now we have CDs. Now we have USB sticks. Now we're back to, oh, it's super cool to have vinyl again. So my thing is like, hey, you know what? Uh-oh. Where's Mr. Rocco? He's not there. Anyway, we're going to be talking to Rocco, DJ Rocco from Paris, or from Lyon, Rocco Radamel. We're going to be talking to him in a minute. But I also wanted to present another song that we're starting to promote. A song I did with Alison Limerick from England. It's called Bye Bye. I'm going to play it for you guys. And there's a pre-order sale going on TrackSource with it and stuff. And if you guys can help us support it, we're moving up the charts very nicely. We actually haven't done the official promotion yet, but we're starting to get into it now. But I wanted to play you the track while I try to get Mr. Rocco up. This is Lenny Fontana featuring Alison Limerick, called Bye Bye. It's on Chronic Power. If it plays, let's check it out. You hear it okay? Let me know, everybody. I've been hearing things, been reading things that I have a problem with the sound. Goodbye, baby.
Telling you my boy.
It dropped out. Hang on.
Yeah.
It dropped out. I gotta go back on. Hang on.
So we are not online for now.
Hang on. I gotta do it again.
Okay, okay.
I'm trying to get back online. It dropped out.
La lumière.
What? What?
La lumière du garage. J'ai oublié de l'éteindre.
I'll be back online.
Okay.
Hold on.
No problem, no problem.
Unbelievable. We need to start.
I'm trying, I'm not seeing your camera. Okay.
You will now. We got dropped. I don't know what happened.
Mais tu ne peux même pas le faire rentrer par informatique. Alors, par contre, il y a le bleu 1 qui lui rentre dedans.
Oh, for God's sake. Hang on. Stupid thing up.
Non, pas du tout. Non.
My video.
Et du coup, il y a le bleu.
Stupid thing that dropped. Oh, stupid thing.
Voilà. D'accord. Et ça, alors, ça m'a l'air enlevé, alors.
Here we go.
D'accord. Donc, moi, je pense que le T2, voilà. Ça, c'était ma question. J'étais sûre, là, je connais pas.
Stupid phone.
Oui.
Sorry, Rocco.
Alors, on semblait que depuis au milieu avec beaucoup de alors, un peu de temps. Oui, on a compris. Et donc, voilà, à la fin, tu me dis que je connais ça. Oui. Oui, mais et moi, si j'avais tout ça, j'aurais fait la demande de session un peu de fois. Parce que, franchement,
une question, c'est donc si j'ai l'acte de vente, est-ce que je peux aller chez Peugeot Est-ce que je peux aller chez Peugeot avec la carte grise barrée l'acte de vente et il s'occupe de faire la carte grise moyennant finance?
Non, c'est moi qui suis, parce que tu sais, je devais venir en avion. Donc, du coup, je vais monter la voiture, je suis ma voiture ce matin. Et du coup, voilà, je vais faire la session, c'est de vente électrique. Et voilà, je vais faire la session. Voilà, c'est moi qui suis montée à cette parce que là, ça, on dit qu'il me demande un autre.
I'm listening to. I'm checking every 3 minutes.
Stupid.
Something wrong with the connection. What's going on, bro?
I don't know. I had the phone drop. I had to reset the whole thing again.
Oh shit.
What a
Sorry.
No, I don't understand it. No problems, and all of a sudden today I have a problem.
Because of me.
Now this is crazy. Like,
How is the view from my very small
no, it's
place?
fine. I have it fine.
Okay.
Stupid thing doesn't even want to play. Unbelievable. I don't know if it's gonna be right.
Ah, my screen. I need to move the screen. That side. Yes. Okay. Non, ma puce, c'est bon. Tu peux.
How the fuck am I gonna hold this like this? Stupid. No, we have problems. The phone dropped out. What's going on? Oh, finally. Okay, good. Stupid thing. Somehow you're talking, I can hear you. No, I'm Gladys. No, Gladys. Yes, next week. Okay, come on back on. Sorry about that, everybody. We lost the feed. We lost the feed. We are now back on. So welcome back. We had the first part of Paris event, Basil talking, and I was playing Alison Limerick, the new song Bye Bye, that I did with her. And I finally got Rocco on the line, thankfully. And we got him back on the line. And now I'm going to start. Rock, before we start talking, I want to play one of your songs, okay? So that people know just how hot this record is. Louis Vega just rocked this shit over the weekend. This is slamming, dude. Everybody, welcome Rocco to the show. Yeah. Hold on, let me see what's going on. We don't have is Rocco there. Bring up the volume, Rocco. Hang on. Wow, we're real ghetto. We're real ghetto here, man. We're like super ghetto.
It's fine.
Move your camera, Rocco, a little over. We got half your face.
Okay. We are back.
Yeah, cool. Yeah! This is Rocco's record called Someday. We're back on the air again. We lost the feed, but we recovered quickly. Come on back, everybody. Come back. Rocco's on the line from France.
Yeah, hello everybody. It's what time it is now? It's 8:25 almost evening in France. So it's early afternoon in New York in America.
Oh, it's real early, and it's only 7:30 in London, and 8:22 in France, and Greece will be 9:22. Depends where you are. If you're in Australia, you're just waking up. To Rocco Rudamau. Welcome, Rocco, to the wrap-up Karmic Power Records radio show that we do on housefm.net each and every week. And we are so grateful to have you. We know how busy you are. But I just want
Thank you so much.
I want to tell you, this man is not easy to get on the planet. Every time I turn around, he's like, Lenny, I'm going to the airport now. Lenny, I cannot speak now to you. I am getting on a flight to go somewhere to play. We are so proud that we know him and we are so proud that he's become this successful international DJ. But when I first met him in the early 90s, he was running a club, La Ambassade, which was absolutely the
L'Ambassade, yes.
L'Ambassade, I always say it wrong. L'Ambassade, and he was
Ambassade, yes, Ambassade. It's
in Lyon.
The French, yes, French word for embassy.
Embassy club, yes, and
yes, but it's called Ambassade. Yes, you're right.
And he was the resident DJ, and that was where I met a young.
Yes, it was more. It's more than 20 years now. It was in 1997.
Right, that's right. It's 21 years ago that I met.
Yes, imagine that.
Yes. Could you imagine that we would all be doing this decades later, 21, 22, 25, 30 years, some of us longer than that have been doing this and producing records and traveling around the world and DJing. It's been a crazy. Tell us your journey. How did it begin for you? Where did the DJing start, Rocco, for you? How did you become a DJ?
Okay, my oldest brother is okay. I'm part of big family. We are 8 brothers and 2 sisters. You know, we are 10 kids. I'm the last one before. Sorry, my English.
That's okay. Take your time. Take your time.
So I'm the last before.
Okay.
From a big family.
Oh, really?
And yes, we are 10 brothers and sisters.
Wow, that's amazing.
So yes, and I have a younger brother. So my oldest brother was a super DJ, famous DJ in my area, which he was DJing early on the 80s, late 70s, and once a month he was doing his own party for the crowd from the area we are living, you know.
Right.
We were living in the suburb in Lyon.
Okay, so what is your brother's DJ name, so people may know him?
Sorry?
Your brother's...
No, in that time he don't have any DJ name. It was just his real name. What his real name was Rabba. And they were two guys. So it was my brother and his friends, Ignacio.
Okay.
So it was Arabic people meet Spanish people.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, and in that time, you know, the hits from the party was Madonna with everybody, Garillo. What can I say? Kool and the Gang, Wix and Co. That kind of let's say we call it funky disco house now, but it was dance music in that time from the 80s.
Right. And
so I was I was 12, 13 years old. So yes, so when they were doing the setup of the sound system in the same location, it was a place where they were doing the party. So in the afternoon, I was with them, helping them just to put the cables and testing the sound system. So I was a kid, but I was already enjoying this, and so that was a hobby for my brother. You know, he have a job during the week, and DJing, it was a hobby. So when he was going to work, when he was out for work, I was in his room. And I was playing the vinyl on the Technics. It was before the MK2 Technics. It was the vinyl player with the rotative speed.
Oh wow! Yeah.
You see, we have the crossfade now on the MK2.
Yep.
So on the MK2.
Yep.
Sorry.
That's okay. Show everybody your turntables. Yes.
Okay. So in the past, early in the 80s, we had, instead of having that crossfader, instead of that crossfader to change the speed, the speed change was here. It was a rotative roll.
Right.
So you see. Anyway, so while he was while he was working during the afternoon, when I finished school, I jumped in his room and I was listening all the music from his disco. I don't know what to say. Mobile sono or something like this.
Right, he had mobile. He had so you basically watched him play music and then practice when he was at work.
Yeah, and I don't. He was not a real DJ, to be honest. He was a selector. So he was very known for his music selection, and instead of being a real DJ mixer, he was just playing a track after one with the mixer, but not really mixing the music.
Right.
I discovered the mixing very late when I was listening to Dimitri from Paris in my room, when he was doing a famous radio show in Paris. It was called Skydance.
Okay.
So I really understood why the mixing was very important for a DJ, playing with dub mixes and anyway. So my first inspiration, it's my big brother, and when I saw him sometimes early at the beginning of the parties playing for the crowd and the reaction on the floor, I found it very amazing, and I was impressed. I was impressed that one person can make people dance and make them exchange on the music, and I was impressed that people was waiting every month to go to his party, because probably it was the only party they wanted to go in that time, or they can go in that time. Let's
play a track from an era.
Yeah.
Let's play a track that Dave Lee, I think actually that Tom Moulton mixed would be cool. Hang on, let me see what I got here. Yeah. Play one of these. Tramps.
Whoa.
Here we go. Something Dimitri would have mixed, right? Dimitri from Paris.
Of every new stuff he was playing.
Oh, really? He was actually talking on the radio? Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Of course, because they were with his friends Bibi and another guy called RLP. They were giving all the playlists after every 30 minutes because they were doing, I think, a session of 30 minutes of mixing. They're giving the playlist and then another mix of 30 minutes. And the show was, I think, 1 or 2 hours. I can't remember. I was recording all the shows on the cassette, on the tape.
Cassette, yeah, right. That's a cassette.
Which I lost all of them, unfortunately.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yes, but there is a fan page about the show, about Skydance. It's called Skydance Megamix, so we can find online now every shows.
Cool. So a lot of people are asking, Rocco has. He's doing his house mixes, his Afro house mixes. What are your musical favorites, personally? What do you love to listen to, musically wise?
Wow. the problem is that I love so many style, but let's say mainly I love deep house.
Okay.
I love deep house, but now I'm 40. Now I'm 47 years old, so I'm searching. I'm going back in the music, and I'm listening more and more funky and disco stuff.
Yep.
And I'm trying just I'm trying to understand why and how the people's creating house music.
Oh, really?
Because in America, especially in New York, you guys did a lot of music production with a lot of classic of funk and disco samples.
Yes, that is true.
So
Very
yes, so it was very inspiring for us, and so now I every week I discover original track from big house hits you made
really?
on the 90s.
Oh, so you're basically telling us is that you're finding the original samples of where these records are coming from. Oh, wow.
Yes, yeah. Every day, even now.
Well, let's see now. Let's see if you know this one. Check this one out. Ready? You know this one?
Yeah, of course.
Let's give it a little bit of it.
It was a classic of Dimitri's from Paris radio show.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Probably thousands and thousands of records have been sampled from this. I mean, there's
true.
So many sample records from this. Hey, you all know what this is out there? Let us know.
Yes, that part. Yes. Can you tell all the listeners what is the original track and the artist? Because, you know, we have a lot of youngsters that are following us.
I know. It's crazy, right, Rocco? That who would have ever thought when we were doing this back in the day that people be going crazy now, following everything we do and touching and checking every record we're touching now. But, you know, as a producer, you know this as well as I know, you're always looking for that next big record. You know, you're looking for that right sound. And I'm a big fan of yours now as well. You know I'm Lenny Fontana, Rocco fan. So I just...
No, I have a lot of stuff that you did, that you produced. That's crazy. I don't know where they're, but I don't know if I have them here. But I have to find...
But check this out.
Yes.
I want to play them the Boosie Malongo thing you sent me.
Remix that came out lately on Mo Black, right?
Yeah. I love this. Wee Baba. Here, I want to play this for them.
Yeah, Wee Baba Mkani. Yes.
I actually played it today on House FM on the show. I played it.
Yes, I remember.
This is the bomb, dude. This is why this boy is getting calls like crazy to come and play. Look what he's doing.
Yes, Boosie Malongo, for a huge artist from South Africa who passed away.
Oh, I love the record. You did a great job.
Thank you so much.
Let's see what the people think. Because they love you.
Long time ago.
Yeah, but your mix is the shit. Your mix is slamming, bro.
So yes, it's brand new. It came out on Mo Black recording.
Yep. Lower it down. Take us into your world of doing this remix. What was it like for you to do a record like this? You know, as a remix.
To remix?
Yep, as a remix of like you get the vocals, you hear it. You know, what's
Go on. Sorry.
What's it like? You know, you get the original song and you hear it. So
yes.
What did you say to yourself when you heard the original song? You know, to remix this now.
On the vocals, when I heard the original mix, I really don't understand the lyrics, to be honest.
That's fine. Of course.
Yeah, but I don't know. When the lady's singing Busim Longo, you can feel there is pain, and the way she's singing, it's so deep. It's so deep, and there is a big message on that track, I think, and I get. I feel she's crying, you know. So
that's what it sounds like. It sounds like she's crying when you hear it.
She's crying on the way she's singing. So I'm very that kind of track very touched me because I'm very sensitive. Not sensitive. It's not the right word in English. I don't think so. Yes, I'm very sensible. So emotionally, I get touched. But that kind of voices or strings or because yes, and nice synths with the pads, so that's a reflection of my emotion as well. So that it's.
Well, it's a great job. You did a fantastic job of your. You did a great job because when I first heard the record, I was like, wow. I said, this is fantastic.
Thank you.
And congratulations for being named one of the Afro House producers in Traxsource last year on 2017, I'm sorry.
No. I was Deep House.
I'm sorry. Excuse me, Deep House.
Yes. I was, okay. I think I was, I was one of the, I was number one for the release of Someday.
Right, exactly. Number one.
I don't remember if I was the number one somewhere. I forgot.
Yeah, but you know what? It doesn't make a difference if you're 101. You still got in that list, which means it's very important.
Yeah. I was on the top 10. I was the third best Deep House producer. Yeah.
Exactly. Somewhere in the top 10. Congratulations. And everyone was...
Thank you so much.
Very so tell us now. You've been traveling a lot and playing in Africa and places like that. How often are you going to Africa to play now? South Africa.
Say it again at the end, sorry.
How often are you going to South Africa to play?
Oh, how often? Okay. I'm going from 3 to 4 times per year.
Okay.
And on every time I go there, I have between 8 and 12 gigs. And I stay 15 days, so it's very hectic when I go there, when I play, because it's usual in South Africa to have 3 gigs per night or even 4 sometimes. Okay. And so yes, I go from 3 to 5 times per year, let's say, like this.
Beautiful.
And yes, it's a huge how can I say, it's scene for me to play in South Africa. I'm playing there since 2008 now, so it's been 2009. Sorry, it's been a long. It's a big love with South Africa.
Yeah, you're kind of like, well, to be honest, you're more like a superstar there now. People tell me they love you when they come. They're waiting for you. They're lining up to see you. They love you.
Yeah. I mean, when I go there, I play a lot of Deep House. I don't play a lot of Afro. I play only 1 or 2 tracks, to be honest. And they love me because I play. My crowd is a Deep House crowd, and I did. Years ago, I did a lot of releases and remixes, and it was super deep.
Okay.
So I made a hit with my track called Memories.
Yes.
And that's why I called my label on the same way, Memories. That's why also.
Did you remix that Boogeyman record? Is that you?
Which one?
Boogeyman, Sugar.
Oh, Sugar. Is it?
Hey, check it out, because somebody sent this album to me, and it says Rocco French Remix.
Okay, what is the I did so many remixes. Let's you did so many tracks and remixes. So
let's see if this is you. Hang on, I'm gonna play it. You tell me if this is you.
Okay. Sugarfoot, yes, for sure. Sugar.
Is this you? Boogeyman, Sugar.
Oh yes, it's not out. You got this?
Check this out, everybody. This is Rocco's remix of Boogeyman, Sugar.
Yes. Of course. You know when I did the remix, I did the remix that summer. So it's coming out on vinyl. It's gonna be a double pack on vinyl. Okay, let's listen first. We talk after.
Hands in the air, everybody. Come on, put your hands up in the air. And scream like you just don't care. Rocco's on with us on the Wrap-Up Show. That's some hot shit, boy, Rocco. That is super, super hot, bro. Super hot.
Wow, yeah, I love to do this remix for our friends. His name is Boogeyman. He's from Lyon City, and he have his own label called Super 8 in French, and he loved to do some disco stuff and Reddit. So my remix is a part of a package with different remixes, included. I forgot. You probably have all the remixes on that package with me. So yes, it's a slow tempo track, filtered and disco stuff, but very powerful on the dance floor, like I used to.
Oh yeah, it's got that
drum.
It's got that 90s. That mid-90s house feel that everybody goes crazy for.
To be honest, I did the remix on that way. I wanted to find again that let's say French touch filter.
Yes, exactly, that French sound, that French filter sound.
That was used on the late 90s. After you guys from New York did a lot of disco house stuff. So yes, I say let's do it.
So for example, like Lacrimador on those labels, Lacrimador and the label of Daft Punk, they did.
Yes. Cri d'amour.
I say it wrong, but when you like so much love to give. I got so much love to give.
Yes, so many track this way. You're right.
There was a big sound. It's called French filter disco. French filter.
Yes. And the Daft Punk, they really bring it in a high level. I mean, I'm sure they were inspired by American New York producer first.
Yeah.
And they bring their magical EQ mixing and filtering machines. So I think they are very how can I say, thankful to get inspiration by you guys from America. Really. Anyway, me, I got inspired by garage from New York and all over America. From on 1992, 93, I was a huge followers
fan. Yeah,
of
I know
that
you were a house music fan. I remember when I first met you.
Oh yeah.
I remember.
And we call it even Dimitri. I'm always talking about him. Sorry, but he was a big inspiration. His radio show, he have a jingle. I remember it from the rest of my life. It was Skydance, the sound from New York.
Oh wow!
Imagine, yeah. It's the jingle was like that. So and he was also using some French jingle, but that jingle, the sound from New York,
right.
means a lot.
Well, it's kind of like the same with Tony Humphries on Kiss Master Mix. When we say Tony Humphries, Kiss Master Mix, whatever it was.
So yes, you have your yes. I think Tony. I know that Tony Humphries he have a big radio show.
Oh, it was very big. It was on 2 nights a week, Fridays and Saturday nights, and he would play.
Is it still doing it?
No, he's not doing it anymore. No, he hasn't done it in a long time. But that show broke a lot of house music records, a lot of house music. But you know what? As I'm playing music right now, the computer found its way to play your Leah Lisa, the Rocco.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm gonna play this one, a little bit of this one too, so let people hear it.
Leah Lisa, the track called 24.
That's right, 24.
It's very 90s, huh? This one.
Oh yeah.
You know what it reminds me? When I did it, I was thinking about Dave Mix.
Oh, you were thinking about Def Mix? Okay.
I got this in mind. I got this in mind when David Morales was doing that long dub. How they call it? Red Zone.
Red Zone mixes. Red Zone.
Yes. I'm talking about the bass only. Yeah? It's not the same, but
I know you mean the feel of it in your heart.
Yes. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm answering to Manu, my friend. I'm just telling him that I'll get back to him after my live show with Lenny Fontana. Right now, live on House FM. Done. So yes, the code is from Leah Lisa and it's called 24 because 24 is a special number for her.
It's a great number.
Because she has 2 kids, 2 daughters, and they both born on the 24.
Wow.
And this song is dedicated to them. You can see my face.
Let me see. Let me ask this question, Rocco, because some people are writing in asking some questions. Do you have any tips or secrets for the new producer today that's trying to make this record? Do you have any personal feelings, secrets that you can share?
Wow. Okay, it's Um, okay, first, for you guys, if you want to produce, first, don't try to copy anybody. But if you love an artist like I used to love in the past, whatever, Louis Vega, Lenny Fontana, Kerry Chandler, Ron Trent.
Wait, everybody. He loved me. Thank you, Rocco.
I have so many stuff of you. You can't imagine how many vinyl I got from you.
Thank you, Rocco.
It's crazy. No, it's real. It's real. I still have the copy. You gave me a test pressing. Anyway, so oh, my battery. Okay. Let me plug it. Let me plug it.
We're losing Rocco.
Okay.
The power in France is dying now. We're losing.
I'm back. Okay.
So you were saying, so don't copy anyone. Be original.
No,
original.
Don't try to copy, because trying to copy is a hard work. But get inspired. Make your music sounds. If it's, you must feel what you do. It's complicated to explain that sensation.
Right.
Listen a lot of your favorite producer, and sometimes I sample some music from my favorite producers, not to use the sample, but just to help me to understand how the music was done.
Right.
And I start to do my drum, my bass over it.
Right.
So this could be a kind of tips what I used to do in the past. So, of course, be curious, listen different kind of music, because listen only one style of music kills your
brain.
Kills your brain, because we need to listen. There is a lot of good music in different style.
Excellent.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
One of my last questions for you, because we're going to have to wrap up, because we had a technical issue, but we wanted to thank you for staying with us.
Thank you so much.
Where are you going forward now? What's the next journey for Rocco? What's his next part of his journey, musically?
Okay. I launched my label only on October.
Okay.
So for me to release my label, it took me a while, because I was not, I didn't feel comfortable to do it.
Okay.
Some years ago, I was not ready. And for my next goal is to discover new artists and to make them, to put them on my label. And also, I would love to do, I like pop music, more acoustic stuff.
Oh, really?
Yes, I love that. And my next journey is to try to work more on more pop music, because I know pop music, it doesn't mean the same words for you in English than in France. But it's probably something I would love to do, something more acoustic, more live.
Okay.
Like using a band or whatever.
And doing live music. That's great news.
I would love to do it. Yes, because my next step is to learn. I'm gonna take some lessons of to play music.
Oh, really? Good for you.
Because I do all my stuff. I do with my ears. You know.
And you're doing a great job. You're doing a really great job.
Thank you. And sometimes I use musicians also. You know, so also for the youngster, if they have a right idea, that they know where they want to go, they can also have ask some musician to play some keyboard, some bass line, which bring a big additive work on the music production.
Excellent. Well, Rocco, you are the man, bro. And
thank you so much, Lenny, for inviting me. You know,
we know that you are very busy, and we know that you play a lot in Europe as well. You know, because you are European.
Yes. Yes, I'm going to play a lot in Europe this year. Yes.
And we also, I know you've also clarified to me that not only have you played Afro House, you will keep playing. You will keep playing all good house music, all good.
Yes.
Because that's the job of the DJ, right? To play all the best music, right? And in his set.
Exactly. That's the first job of a DJ. It's not. It's to play. Okay, mainly I play house music, but I'm not surprised if I go to a club and I hear a DJ playing some hip hop, reggae, house, disco on his whole set, and it's becoming more rare to listen to a DJ with a high quality selection like that.
Wow. Yeah, I know.
There is few.
It's getting less and less. I know, because they don't know how to do it. You know, it's becoming a less of a, what we would say in English, a dying art. Like it's dying slowly.
Oh yeah.
There's only a few people that know how to play 8, 9, 10 hours straight.
Oh yes.
And take you on a musical journey. Not many DJs.
Yeah, because sometimes I don't want to laugh, but I used to be a resident DJ, so I used to play from 7 to 8, 9 hours. And sometimes for me it's funny to listen when I see some flyers, some people saying extended set or marathon set of 3 hours or 4 hours.
Yes.
So with the DJ, they can play 7 or 8 hours. It's nothing for them. It's usual.
Right. But,
anyway.
But we wish you all the best luck, and thank you again, Rocco, for taking your time in your busy day, catching you. And I want to thank everybody on House FM and the Comic Power Wrap-Up Show. Rocco Rudamal from Lyon. Is it Lyon or Paris these days? Are you
Lyon?
He's still in Lyon, and a beautiful town, Lyon, Paris, which is right next to Switzerland, not that far away. And
very close.
Literally, you can walk to Switzerland. That's how close it is.
I'm playing there in 2 weeks. I'm playing in Lausanne.
Oh, great! Where are you playing? La Mat?
To the smaller club of D Club.
Oh, D Club.
You've been there.
Yes, I remember D Club very much so. Hopefully, hopefully they'll have me back again. We shall see.
Yeah,
we shall see. But
we are not far. We are not far.
Catch Rocco at all his gigs. Rocco, thank you so much. Have a great night in Europe. Let me sign off and thank you again. I want to thank everybody around the world for tuning in. We had a little bit of an issue, but I'm going to play this song one more time. My Alison Limerick record that I have on the charts, in the pre-order charts of Traxsource. Check this out. This is Bye Bye before it got cut off, so I'm going to play it again. Those who missed it, I need your help. Please support us. Going back to real music again. Real dance music with vocals and all. Bye bye, everybody. support us. Kark Power Records. Lenny Fontana featuring Allison Limerick. Bye-bye. I want to thank Paris Savet before we got kicked off on digital. Basil even called in, and Rocco Rudamal, who has gave us a lot of great music over the years. And keep going, Rocco, on your journey. Next week, we are live from House FM in London. We have Allison Limerick talking. She will be on with us there as well live, and special guests from New York City for the History of House Music show. Gladys Pizarro, formerly of Strictly Rhythm, now Launch Entertainment Inc. Tune in to that. We will be advertising all week. We hope to see you all. Thank you again, and remember, one love, one house with Kark Power Records. Take care, everybody. See you next week. Okay, we're done. Okay, let's go upstairs. Oh, God. Okay.
recipe I have for this marshmallow frosting, I'm going to find another recipe and we'll see which one is the best. You know? Linus, you want a couple? What would you like to drink, honey? Milk? No. Oh, your pizza and coffee and you found coffee and Huh? Oh, good.
Can I start work? Please go.
You can go.
I'm not there.
You can go downstairs. Ooh, you can you're not.
I didn't know.
You're in the building. Just downstairs.
I'll be sure.
Yeah, no.
Hello? Thanks. Can I take a moment?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Of course.
How you doing? How'd you like it? Yeah? No, we don't do that. We don't do that kind of thing. I do the House FM show, and this is a wrap up where we talk to people and we play their records, and it's kind of nice because there's a lot of those shows where people are DJing. This is more, I want to hear the people talk about what, for Rocco it's a little hard because his English is not great. But he did very good. He was worried about it. I said, no, Rocco, it's okay. Talk, people want to hear you. They want to hear you tell the stories. We all care. We all want to know. He says, Lenny, my English.